Hey, carpet cleaning CEOs. My name is Brandon Branco, and today I want to talk about acrylic mop and glow finish on hardwood floor and just how much responsibility you, as a carpet cleaner who is cleaning hardwood floors, should take regarding that acrylic floor or floor polish. So, we recently had a complaint where we didn't even actually clean the hardwood. We were cleaning some tile for a customer, and if you're cleaning upholstery on hardwoods, you're cleaning tile and grout, whatever. You're using a higher pH cleaner, and some of that detergent drops on the hardwood that has acrylic finish. You're going to have a complaint, and you're going to have a big complaint. And guess what? Whose fault it is? It is not your fault. Let me explain why. So what people do today, or these days, of course, is they're not happy with how their hardwood floor looks. They're at Kroger, they see this mop and glow that says, hey, restore your shine of your hardwood floor. And so they buy it. And this acrylic mop and glow finish is like a bad addiction. Let me explain why. It's the perfect analogy. So first of all, most hardwood finish floors have urethane finish, which is a very durable hard surface. Lasts up to 15, 20, 30 plus years if taken care of. Acrylic, on the other hand, is a short-term 3 to 6 month product. Okay, so they clean their floor with this mop and glow or anything with a acrylic finish, and it looks great for a few months. And they have a decision to make: should I reapply more because it looked great 3 or 4 months ago, or should I call a professional hardwood cleaner and have this taken up off the floor? Well, they're going to do the easiest thing to do, and that's, of course, remop it with some more mop and glow. Or not just mop and glow, but anything with an acrylic finish. Bana has acrylic. Some of the Bana cleaners have acrylic, okay? Bana is a great name product, but some of Bana has that as well. So you can't trust every product or every brand as being the best. So anyway, they mop on more mop and glow, or acrylic finish, I should say. 3 months later, looks bad, they mop more on. And they keep doing it. It's like a bad addiction. They keep layering their hardwood floors with this acrylic finish. And over time, I don't know how many years it takes, but over time, you get this globby appearance on the hardwood floors. So if there was an indentation on the hardwood years before you kept applying this acrylic finish, that indentation now is it's the word I'm looking for, far more noticeable. Light refracts in different directions on it, so that dimple becomes bigger, and the floor looks globby. So you come along as a floor cleaner, and you clean someone's tile, or you clean their upholstery or carpet, and some of your high pH detergent drops on that acrylic, and guess what it does? It just eats right through that acrylic down to the original finish. And guess who blames you because you just ruined all of their floors? The customer. Should you take the blame? No, and here's why. You should not have hardwoods should not have acrylic finish on them at all. There's just no reason for it. It's a very temporary finish, and removing it is a job. It's a job to take off hardwood floors. So, what you do if you have this complaint, I've had it a couple times. You can open up pantry doors. You can look underneath furniture. Look to see if the sheen is different. And 9 times out of 10, 10 for 10 for us, it's going to be a different sheen. You're going to see the old finish where the new mop-on finish was. And the reason why is no homeowner wants to move their couch and mop and glow or urethane finish beneath that. They don't want to mop it in the pantry. So those are areas that typically have the original finish of your hardwood floor. First place to start to look is right there. Now, you can also do an acrylic test. You can use a dissolver or a floor stripper, or you can use just a high pH tile cleaner or high pH pre-spray. Just put a drop on there, maybe massage it in for 30 seconds and wipe it away. If there's a difference in color or difference in sheen, basically, you've got an acrylic finish there. If you want to put a window behind it so you see the actual sheen. But we just had a complaint yesterday, actually, where a customer... He said, "Hey, you ruined our floors. You know, this is a $120 tile cleaning job, and we're looking at $10,000 repair. Am I in business to replace floors? Absolutely not. Am I in business to use cleaners that are going to melt through every urethane down to the hardwood? No, I won't use that strong of detergents. But in this case, this gentleman has an acrylic finish, which we know because he cleaned away one of the spots and he says, it just looks like, honestly, it looks good beneath the finish. And that's a telling sign that there's an acrylic, someone mopped on acrylic finish. He has a house cleaner, maybe mopped it on. You just don't know what people are mopping on these floors. But today's video is really just about when you have a complaint that someone says you ruined her hardwood floor or his hardwood floor or whoever, you need to find out. We had another job 3 or 4 months ago that was an absolute nightmare. We had a technician, and I don't know if I should say the company's name, but a very well-known company who makes chemicals for hardwood cleaners. They've got a spot kit, a little test kit for urethane. In this little black box, you probably know who I'm talking about. Great company, by the way, but this is wrong. In this black box, you take the sample out. It says, test in an inconspicuous area. Let me tell you why that is dead wrong and why that cost me almost at least $680 of a loss on a hardwood cleaning job. The homemaker is not mopping in inconspicuous areas, okay? When they're sick of the dullness of their walkway from their kitchen to their living room, that's where they're going to mop something with acrylic to bring that shine back. They're not going to go underneath their table where it looks shiny and new. They're not going to go to the corner, an inconspicuous area. They're not going to mop acrylic there, okay? They're going to mop it in the most obvious area. That's the kitchen to a dining room is typical, the most trafficked area where you're going to find an acrylic finish if it's there. So our guys now, when we do an acrylic test, man, we go in and we put an acrylic test right in the 3 spots per room is our minimum, and we do it in the most conspicuous area that you can see right there. If the customer doesn't want to do the job, we tell them just clean your floor with your mopping glove if that's what you want to stick with, and that'll take that spot right back out. It'll fill it right back in. But that's where you do acrylic tests, right out in the opening, because nobody's doing it. So anyway, back to this job. We followed the instructions. We did it in an inconspicuous area in the corners of the rooms, and there's no acrylic there. So we start cleaning this floor with this intense floor cleaner, and guess what starts happening? It starts bubbling with this gray funk. And what this funk was 10 years worth, 10 years worth of not only acrylic for hardwoods, but she brought out a bottle of Bana tile and laminate shine cleaner, okay? It wasn't even for hardwood. It was an acrylic cleaner made by Bana that was meant for tile, stone, and laminate flooring. She had been cleaning her floor for 10 years with this cleaner, okay? Now, I felt we owned it because we did the inconspicuous things, okay, which we should not have done. Our acrylic test said there was no acrylic on her floor because we're testing in the corners, right? No, she had it all over in like half of her room in one room, half of the other room. And we spent nearly a full day out there with red pads, just stripping up this acrylic wax. And it took her a while to understand that we were not liable, as well as the manufacturer who made the chemical. They probably had some liability in putting those ridiculous instructions about testing in the inconspicuous areas. But, we just did the job. It was a $700 loss. She's happy. We learned a load from it. When you do an acrylic test, do it out in the open. Anyway, if you have any hardwood questions, if you clean hardwood and you have a customer, or you clean anything where there's a hardwood complaint, first check to see if there's acrylic on that hardwood, and that's likely what you're seeing. You probably did not ruin their floor. It's probably acrylic that it takes some time to take that acrylic up, but you're probably fine. Probably fine. My name is Brandon Branco with Carpet Cleaning CEO. We make and distribute this Out product. If you're a carpet cleaner and you do pet urine odor removal, don't just include it in the cleaning as if it'll come out with the cleaning. It won't. You need to get something down into the pad that digests it. You can also use Out as a flush extraction or subsurface extraction cleaner, which is a really good way to do it. And the reason why is the Out that remains down in the pad, the residue, continues to work digesting odor-causing bacteria. So If you have any questions, you go to youroutodor.com. If you like this video, if this was very helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I'm hoping to do many more videos. I live up in the Chicagoland area. My business is 2 states away down in Nashville. I need your help. I need your suggestions. How do you do things? Am I doing it wrong? I'd love to hear your comments. So feel free to leave them below. And I look forward to speaking with you. And again, thanks for watching. Take care.